So I decided to write a song for my pirate fantasy novel, Wrapped in Ocean, because I included a scene of the characters hearing a song, and I couldn't settle for just writing lyrics, so here we are. Now, I want to start by saying that I do have experience writing songs, so this isn't my first time writing a song. I studied music in high school for 3 years, I studied sound engineering for 2 years, and then 1 year of singer-songwriting, and then just writing songs in my free time. But I want to take you with me in the process, because I don't think it's hard to write a song. The hardest part is, knowing to play an instrument, and even that can be achieved. And also, I want to show the whole process and showing you that it is possible to do many things on your own. So I usually think of songwriting in 3 steps. Sometimes I do mix and match them, but oftentimes I just do composing first, which is like getting the chords and the melody and even the lyrics. And for that I usually just use an acoustic guitar and my voice. And that's where we will start today. But before we start writing the actual song, I'm gonna go prepare some things, mainly get my fingernails shorter, because I cannot play guitar with long fingernails. No, these aren't long, but they're long for me, and they need to go. So, let's go! So I moved over to my bedroom because something about having a bigger flat surface while writing songs helps me a lot. I prefer on my bed, on the floor, or actually the best is a kitchen table. Now we don't have a kitchen table in our house. The bed is the best I can do. This is kind of my essentials for writing songs or for composing songs. I have an acoustic guitar, and I also have a notebook that I have written so many songs in this specific notebook. It's probably my only big notebook because I prefer the smaller ones, but for songwriting it's nice to have all the space. But I also have my laptop because I like inserting it as well into I'm usually using Google Docs, and I have actually a piece of an idea, a piece of lyrics that I would like to add to it. I have not recorded that because I wrote that while I was trying to write another song for an event I was going to, so it was it just happened. But I'm not sure if I will keep them, but it's a start. And I want it to be about Captain Crow, and part of it being her curse. That isn't a curse, but the prophecy threat thing that was going on with her. And also I just want this to put the idea into Silver's head that, oh, maybe Reaper is cursed, before they just shut that idea down. Though my first course of action will actually be to tune my guitar and try to learn some sea shanties because I want this to be like have a sea shanty feel to it at least. And one of the best ways to learn things is by copying things, you know? So after listening to some music that I kind of want the vibes of, I realized that a big part of the vibe is just a very steady beat. So I have opened Guitar Pro on my laptop, which is where I do arrangements most of the time. So this is one of those times where arranging and composing might come together a little bit in the process. And I decided to go with part of the thing, like part of the lyrics that I already had, which is beware the mist from the wrecked ship, beware of its captain's curse. So I changed that a little bit. Beware, beware of the crewman's heart. And then I want something that kind of rhymes with curse. So my best lyric writing friend is Rhyme Zone. Curse, and see, go from there. That's like I go from in. See what sentence I want to have. Person, nurse, verse, worse, that might be useful. Universe, of course. The prophecy I want this based around is that the end of Krau's reign, I guess, or over the 9 seas, is going to come from her own crew, from one of her crew members. So, beware the mist from the wrecked ship, beware of the captain's curse, beware, beware of the crewman's heart, for one will... Okay, so I have a start, and like I actually didn't even end up using my guitar for this because I did more, wanted it to be more rhythmic. I also realized that like the vibe I'm going for also suits like those clapping songs. I don't know if there's a name for it, but that made it a whole lot easier. So I currently have beware the mist from the wrecked ship, beware of the captain's curse, beware, beware of the crewman's hearts, for one will make it worse. It was so simple, it was so hard to get to that point, but and then I have, when the sirens sing, pull the crew away, or you will face her wrath. Every last and miss on the 9 of seas will be seen as in her path. Or I might change that to will be considered in her path. And then I have, for when the crewmate falls in love, the reign of crows will end, and the blow will come from one she thought would be her loyal friend. And then I want to keep the thing I had, when the siren's song reach your ears at night, lie awake in fear, for your reign will end by your crewman's hand in the name of love and pain. Neither ship nor shore, neither sea nor land will keep you from your fate. When the crewman gives his heart away, you know your end is near. Or maybe, right now I realize, when the crewman gives his heart away, it'll be too late. I'm thinking that's where I will stop for today. So I'll see you again tomorrow, hopefully. My plan is to continue tomorrow. So just a very quick checking in, because I am thinking about this sea shanty, and I think I have the structure for it. Like, I want it to be 2 verses, then I have the siren song bridge, I guess, and then 2 more verses, and I want them to follow, like, the first verse is about the Dutchman as a ship, with like no one knows where it comes from and things like that. It just has this mist around it. And then the second verse I want to be about the Dutchman under the rule of Captain Crow. And then the siren song, that is kind of the self-fulfilling prophecy thing. And then I want the third verse, or like the first verse after the siren song, to be about like beware, beware of the crewman's heart, the captain's head goes first. So it's kind of about the prophecy, but also like what happened, if that makes sense. And then I kind of want one verse that is just after Crow is gone, because I kind of want that to be like a new addition that they have added to it. And like, I think it canonly would be like the kind of sea shanty where it like, as the story goes on, or like as time goes on, there are more verses added with like someone might encounter the Dutchman. But yeah, so I kind of want beware, beware of the crewman's heart, the captain's head goes first to be part of the third verse, because it's part of Crow's curse thing. You know? It's 7 o'clock in the morning and I just recently dropped off my fiance. And I will have to go to work soon too, so that's where we're at with this sea shanty. I have an idea for structure, so I want the first verse to be beware the mist from the pirate ship, beware of its deadly crew. Beware the mist from the pirate ship, beware of its deadly crew. On a moonlit night when the air is cold, they might sneak up on you. And now the hard part, and like the thing I haven't decided, is if this will be the full verse, or if it will be, if it needs to be longer. So the first verse will be about the ship, about the origins of the Dutchman. And then for the second verse, because I want it to be related to Crow's terror over the seas. And like, I kind of have a flag for the island of Crow's Nest, so I'm thinking like that's just Crow's flag. And like, it has wings because Crow, but I don't think Crow sounds very good in the song. But like, bird doesn't sound good either, so I'm gonna go with beware the flag with the raven wings. Beware the mist from the wrecked ship, beware of the undead crew. Beware, beware of the captain's hand who turned... Canonly, I want this to be like... It's not clear if the siren song is a threat, a frightening tactic, or a prophecy or a curse. Because sirens are known to be liars, they are known to see the future, they are known to hand out curses. So like, Crow doesn't know what the siren song is. And I actually like to think that it wasn't supposed to be a prophecy, it wasn't supposed to be a curse, it was just a threat, a warning of, hey, you really should start to think about what you're doing because someone will turn against you one day. Since it wasn't clear, Crow focused so much on it and eventually it came true. But I really like the idea of, like, in this universe with sea creatures and magic and gods and pirates and curses and sirens and everything, the words that brought down the Queen of the Nine Seas were just that, just words. No magic in them at all. And that's my favorite part about it. It really is. And I could go on about this song for ages. Like the siren song. Things changed a lot. This song don't have the pop song structure as I thought I wanted in the beginning. Instead, it's more like a verse structure, but I actually feel really happy with how the lyrics turned out, and like I have kind of like a melody thing that might change, especially like when I start arranging it and when start producing it and all of that. But for now, I'm happy with just having the lyrics down, because that means I can write them into the book. I still feel like this is the hardest part. Like, getting started is the hardest part, and now I kind of know how it sounds. I kind of know how I want it to sound, and like I said, that might change. Like, I think most creative things, you're able to change a lot of things as you go. It's been really fun to like think of how it would like change and evolve in the universe, since this isn't just like, it's not just a song, it's a song that's relevant in the book universe, and it will change. And I really like to think that this song has been around for hundreds of years, ever since the Dutchman showed up, and it was like one verse. And then, or like maybe it was the two first verses. And then Crow pissed off the sirens, and the siren song just adds another layer. I don't imagine the siren song being sung canonly, I guess, but I really like having it in like my rendition of the song to further the storytelling and keep it interesting. And then I like to imagine like the third verse came to after that happened, and then after Crow was killed, the fourth verse came too. So it's, I haven't really thought of songwriting in like a worldly sense before. It's been really fun. And I would probably write another song for the sequel. Probably. Beware the mist from the pirate ship, beware of its deadly crew. On a moonlit night when the air is cold, they might sneak up on you. Beware, beware of the Dutchman's path, no ship like that you've seen. Do 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 do. Okay, I don't know the melody, but you know. Beware the flag with the raven wings, beware of the captain's greed. Whether friend or foe, watch out for her sword, one wrong move and you will bleed. Beware, beware of Captain Crow, the queen of the nine seas. Do 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 do. When the siren song reach your ears at night, lie awake in fear. For your reign will end by your crewman's hand, in the name of love and pain. Neither ship nor shore, neither sea nor land will keep your fate at bay. When the crewman gives his heart away, it will be too late. Beware the wound in the captain's heart, beware of the deadly words. Keep your girls inside and fear for their life, for they might be her end. Beware, beware of the crewman's heart, or the captain's head goes first. Beware, beware of the crewman's heart, or the captain's head goes first. I don't know. Beware the mist from the wrecked ship, beware of the undead crew. All the fish will flee and your hairs will rise when the mist sneaks up on you. Beware, beware of the captain's hand, who made the words come true. Beware, beware of the captain's hand, who made the words come true. That's all you get for now. I have not really practiced singing in a while, so... But I want to show you, like, it's possible, even if you haven't practiced in a while. Like, of course, I will practice and practice before I actually record it, like the final version. Also, if you want to see, like, the full version of this video, check out my Patreon. It's up for free, just a link to a longer version of the video. I condensed this one to be a bit shorter, but I want to you know, get used to using my Patreon and all of that. So, and there are some world building things up on there. There's parts of it that are locked behind a paywall, and is, for now, it's basically who is related to what area. And because I think that can be a bit spoilery, and it's also like, if you really want to know that, then. But yeah, that's all for now. I can't wait to have this thing finished for you, and I can't wait to write more of the book. And I'm so excited for this project and this pirate book, and I hope you stick around and, you know, see what you think of it. But until next time, thank you so much for watching, have a great adventure, and I hope to see you in the next video.